How season 2 of My So-Called Disabled Life almost died. I am going to tell you all of the stress and drama that has almost ended season 2 before it even got started. I hope you get 3 things from this video. Never believe 90% of moving companies. Never move during a hurricane. And never stop giving up on your passion. Hello, welcome to My So-Called Disabled Life. I am your host, Chaundra McGill, a motivational speaker and certified life coach for the disabled. My So-Called Disabled Life is dedicated to talking about the lives of the disabled. And as a disabled woman myself, I speak the truth about disability. I don't only talk about my life, but educate people about other disabilities, while highlighting what disabled people deal with daily. So, My So-Called Disabled Life also strives to inspire and make lives better one show at a time. Be sure to support the cause by subscribing to My So-Called Disabled Life YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be the first to know about our new seasons. Let me say it again. Be sure to support the cause by subscribing to My So-Called Disabled Life YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and be the first one to know about our shows. As you can see, My So-Called Disabled Life got a new facelift. I figured a new season, a new location, so why not a new look? Comment below if you like this season 2's new look. Today, I will be talking about the confusion that is my life. The past 2 months have been the most emotionally trying times of my life. It all started in mid-August, when our landlord ceased to renew our lease. There was no reason for this termination at all. We pay rent every month on time and complied fully with the lease, which meant in about a month and a half, my mother and I would be out in the streets. We had very little money, especially not enough to move. My friend came up with an idea of a GoFundMe page, which I thought was a great idea, but I never considered it. The outpouring of generosity, support, prayers, and well wishes were humbling. Instead of relocating to another place in Kentucky, my mother and I decided to move to Florida. So I really felt like I had nothing left in Kentucky for me. The family I moved to Kentucky to be close to, I hadn't spoken to them in 4 years. My boyfriend broke up with me a few months ago, so there was just no motivation to stay. So my mother and I went to Florida, found a cute little house, and signed the lease. We went back to Kentucky to pack up our belongings. However, while packing up, my mother was in bed for like 2 days, complaining that her stomach was burning. And that really concerned me. It wasn't like a stomach ache or a cramp, it was burning. So I decided to call the ambulance. When she got to the hospitals, doctors discovered that she had 2 abscesses on her liver. My mother has been hospitalized for close to a month, so your prayers are really needed. She is now in a nursing facility doing physical therapy and occupational therapy to get stronger and ultimately join me in Florida. So all of the packing and moving fell squarely on me. And talks about Hurricane Ian started mumbling. I worked with this moving company called Quick Ship, which required a $700 deposit and told me that the move would be $1,700. So get this, the day of the move, the movers called me and told me that the move would be $3,400 instead of the agreed upon $1,700. They wanted double. After giving them a few choice words, I declined their offer. Luckily, I was able to get my $700 deposit back. Out of desperation, I hired another moving company, American Moving and Freight. They required a $900 deposit and told me that I would have to give the movers $800 when they picked up my furniture in Kentucky, and I would have to pay them $800 when they dropped off my furniture in Florida. Essentially, a $25 job. $2,500 job. Excuse me. I wish it was $25. Once the delivery truck got there, the driver told me that it would not be a $2,500 job, but a $6,500 job, and was requesting that I paid him on the spot $2,800 in Kentucky. And this is not to mention the $2,800 they wanted me to pay in Florida. They wanted triple. Can you believe that? There was no way for me to pay for this amount. So needless to say, I didn't use their services. So I called them to get my money back for the deposit because they didn't render any services, right? They refused and told me that because I refused their services, it was considered a late cancellation. Therefore, I couldn't get my $900 back. So whatever you do not use American Moving and Freight. Let me say that one more time. Do not use American Moving and Freight. I was speaking to someone in the moving industry, and apparently there are companies that open up, take people's deposit with no intention of moving them, and shutting down in a few months. That's how they make their money, just by collecting deposits with no intending of moving people's belongings. Now, I'm not saying that this is what American Moving and Freight does, but they did make $900 for doing absolutely nothing. So at the last minute, I had to hire local movers and get a storage unit in Kentucky to have them place all of my belongings. So I am in Florida with no furniture, only what I could fit in my SUV, and my mother is still in a hospital in Kentucky. All the while, my phone was blowing up. I had so many calls about moving during Hurricane Ian. Fortunately, I moved after the hurricane hit, just 3 days. And the place where I live in Florida, it was not hit by the hurricane at all. So the show must go on. That's why I'm here. With that being said, I would like to leave you with the words of Roy T. Bennett. Your hardest times often lead to your greatest moments in your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people in the end. I don't know how much stronger I really want to be, but I'll keep getting stronger if I need to. If you want me to deep dive or go further in detail about anything I've discussed today on the show, please leave a comment below and I will be more than happy to oblige. Have you subscribed to my so-called Disabled Life YouTube channel? What are you waiting for? Our next show will have a special guest in honor of National Spina Bifida Awareness Month. Join the My So-Called Disabled Life Facebook page to delve into lively discussions about disability. If you are enjoying this show, then join My So-Called Disabled Life by subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell. Now, if you can relate to the information in this video, I highly encourage you to stick around and watch What is Your Legacy? Remember, don't let your disability define you. Instead, you define your disability. Thanks for watching.